and connect. How to stream? Go live. Come on. Work. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. Go live. Oh, we're live on Instagram.
Let me go look at an IG. Hold up.
See if it works real quick.
Oh shit, we are. Yep.
Yep. See if it works real quick.
Oh my god, this is what I look like. Jeez. Oh shit, we are. Yep.
JF's. I'm not sure who that is, but thanks for joining.
The butts of
Hope you guys can see both of us right now. I have no idea if you can.
Yeah, you could.
You can see both of us?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, we good.
Ben Sigatovich said, tell Castillo to stop giving up runs. You're right, Ben.
Yeah, it's big facts.
All right. For those that are on and watching, we are going to do a live mock draft episode right now. Mock draft kind of 2.0, kind of like 1.5, honestly, because we did a top 10 mock draft when the lottery happened. So there's a dog barking in the background here, I guess, for some reason.
What up, Dog Lou?
What up, Dog Lou? Litzo's not be able to join us today. He's in the middle of moving out stuff. So it's just me and Denny. We're going to get our mock draft underway. So without further ado, here is our big board. Today, we are going to go one by one. Denny, I'm going to let you go first. And from there, we're going to go. We're just going to alternate. Instead, like last year, we each got every single pick. But this year, we're going to go just alternating. So we do one big mock draft for the pod. I added a Litzo section, but RIP Litzo. Yeah. And then after, so for those who don't know, the draft is live tomorrow at about 5:30, correct?
Yep.
5:30 p.m.
Pacific
Pacific time.
5 p.m.
5 p.m. Pacific time.
Yep.
Perfect. So that is going on there. And we kind of obviously know who the number one overall pick is, which I'll let Denny announce that pretty here soon. But we actually had a lot of mix-ups today as well. Some live updates. I'm going to go to Sham's Twitter. First off, we have a 3-team trade between the Atlanta Hawks, Boston Celtics, and the Brooklyn Nets. But before we get to that trade, we also had a trade last night that happened after the podcast that we ended on.
As soon as I left here.
As soon as we
started
left.
driving home.
Let me pull up Sham's Twitter just so I can make sure I got all the right details here. But it had to do with just sending Drew Holiday to the Portland Trailblazers, and Anthony Simmons is going to Boston Celtics and 2 second-round picks. So that's huge. Looks like the Boston Celtics are just trying to fucking clean house. Really kind of just clear some salary cap up while getting some young bucks on here. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to close the garage.
Bet. Yeah, I think they were really above the second apron. And, you know, the Celtics, there's a lot of uncertainty with Tatum out next season. And so I think they're just looking to, get some cap space, kind of looking at some options in the offseason. But, yeah. And I think Anthony Simons is on a expiring contract next year.
Yeah.
So, you know, that he probably won't stick around in Boston. But our very own Marcus Gray was excited about this trade, getting some defense with Drew Holiday. So, yeah, was not expecting to see that trade last night. That was kind of crazy for sure.
Absolutely wild. As we talked about, we have plenty of Trailblazers fans. Obviously, our boy Mark is. Anthony's a young stud. So it's kind of a way for the Celtics saying, hey, we're trying to clear our cap up. Obviously, didn't work. Get rid of some injury-prone players with Drew Holiday. And then the next trade, we're going to talk about Kristaps Porzingis. And just kind of not rebuild because they still have Jason Tatum and they still have Jaylen Brown. But kind of see just kind of a little reset. So just a little bit of reset on the cap that they have, a reset on when their next contention will be. Now they don't have Jason Tatum for this whole next season. just kind of reset their team a little bit. So the second trade after that was the 3-team trade that I was talking about. Boston, Atlanta, Brooklyn are finalizing 3-team trade that sends Kristaps Porzingis and a second-round pick to the Hawks, Terrence Mann in Atlanta's number 22 to the Nets, and Georges Niang in a second rounder to the Celtics. So another again, Celtics clearing cap with Kristaps, also injury prone. He was injured both the playoffs the last 2 years, even though they did win the finals last year. Absolutely wild. The Nets now will have 5 first-round picks here in this draft. I did not. We're gonna pretend like that didn't happen because I did not update these for the mock draft. So we're gonna go with the mock draft that we have right now. What picks we have right now. So without further ado, I don't think there's anything else really huge right now. No, anything?
If Kristaps is healthy, I love this Hawks team. We talked about him a lot, so that'd be sick.
We talk about how fringe they are.
Yeah. And then CJ McCollum trade today.
Yeah.
Going to the Wizards for Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole is a Pelican, which I think is just super fucking weird.
Right.
But that was just a really random trade too. And I think there's some expiring contracts there too. I think McCollum's got an expiring contract. So just making some random moves. But yeah, before we go into the draft, just real quick, this is super exciting time of the year. July 6th is coming up. That's when free agency starts. So I'm pretty hyped. It's gonna be a fun time coming up.
Sorry about that. I had hopped into this Twitch.
We're all good. But before we go into the first pick, though, you know what we got to do.
Absolutely. We're doing first time live. I'm going to try to do more of these, see if we can get some engagement going. But Denny needs to wake the fuck up because you just had a long shift. If you we also didn't call out your jersey you're wearing today. You want to talk about it?
You know, it's college time. So we have Kevin Durant, OG, going back to his the home state.
Horns up, baby.
Not his real home state, but alma mater. So
yeah,
had to rep it. When we're talking college hoops.
I've explained my story of why I'm a Thunder fan to so many goddamn people, but it really started with this jersey right here. Back in 2006, 2007, I saw Kevin Durant in Spokane play for Texas and lose to Texas Tech, actually, in the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena in March Madness before he got drafted to the Supersonics. And KD is one of the reasons I followed the Thunder for so long. But I mean, I also have a love-hate relationship with with Kevin Durant right now, obviously, but he's regained my trust a little bit, and he's now back in Texas. As T King said earlier on one of the comments, Houston Rockets 2025 champs. I'll throw that in here.
My guy. Yes, sir, T King. If he's still in here. Yes, sir.
I'm not sure if he's still in here, but
he said that. I like that.
He did say that.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't know.
My guy.
Obviously, I'm not going to say that right now, but here's to the Supersonics. As we're talking about, if you're your first time watching this, I'm not sure if we have some random people in here or not, but
welcome.
We take a shot until the Seattle Supersonics are back in our city, baby. So here,
bring them back.
Oh God, doesn't that bring back memories?
Yeah, some type of memory.
All right.
God.
Mock draft 1.5. Oh my God. Excuse me. Sorry. Mock draft 1.5. Let's get it going. Denny, you have the first overall pick. The Dallas Mavericks.
I won't waste any time. Let's just get his name up there. Cooper fucking Flag.
Cooper Flag. Yeah. There he is.
Really excited to see what this team do, especially when Kyrie comes back from injury. This West is gonna be crazy. And Flag and AD. I mean, we talked about it. Flag during Team USA runs, he was on that practice squad team and he was cooking AD and Embiid.
Oh, absolutely.
So, he's ready. Excited to see what he's gonna do.
Yeah, scouting report is obviously insane. He's once in a lifetime. Probably the best. I get people were talking about, even though we did a mock draft last year, people were talking about how weak the draft was last year because they didn't even know the first pick. This obviously we know the first pick here. He's going to fit in really well with that Dallas Mavericks offense right next to AD as well. It's going to be with a maybe hopefully healthy Kawhi, or not Kawhi, Kyrie, and healthy Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson can just go back to his days of just being a shooter and I'd love to see that happen again. And it would be amazing to see Cooper Flag here. Absolutely ridiculous upside, shot blocking, playmaking, positional versatility. He just reminds me of kind of a bigger version of J Dubs right now, but with a bigger ceiling. Even though J Dubs, obviously, I'm making my own J Dubs comparison here, but just super lengthy. And so that's what I mean by the J Dubs comparison. Super lengthy. He can guard both sides of the floor, and he's what, about 6'8", so a little bit taller than J Dubs. So he can play as a power forward or a true small forward. He can just be versatile anywhere on the floor. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens there. Going into the second pick, not as clear as Cooper Flag, but still the Spurs only worked out one man, and that is Dylan Harper of Rutgers. And I think he is going to go here as well. So I'm going to choose Dylan Harper to go to the San Antonio Spurs, man. So
yeah, I think Dylan Harper is an amazing player. He's going to do great things for the Spurs. They're just loading up right now. You know, I'm assuming they're going to keep that pick tomorrow night, and they're going to take Dylan Harper. They're making some money moves. That guy's a fucking dog.
Yeah. He's 6'4", good guard, really good fucking shooter. He's obviously, his dad is Ron Harper, former Chicago Bulls champion. Absolute dog.
Yeah.
He's super fast, great shooter. He's just crafty. He's got some good handles out there. He can make a shot anywhere on the floor. He can stretch the floor pretty well.
And he's got some tough finishes too. That guy can finish at the rim, on the break, drive by, blow by someone. So yeah, no, he's a dog.
Yes, sir. All right, Denny. 76ers, third overall pick. Who do you taking here?
A month ago, maybe even less than a month ago, I think everyone would have been like, oh yeah, it's Dylan Harper and then Ace Bailey. But there's all these reports coming out with Ace Bailey not participating in any pre-draft workouts. I think that is a just really not smart move by him. I don't know why you wouldn't work out for teams. And I think that's going to affect his draft stock.
Absolutely. I agree.
The mentality to do that, you're just like, I'm too, I don't need to work out for these teams. It's like,
I hate that.
Yeah. Why would you not work out for these teams?
We saw some of that cockiness with Caleb Williams in the NFL draft last year.
Yes, we did.
Obviously not near the same player.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams was the number 1 overall pick, and he went to the Bears regardless of what drama was there before. But going back to the NBA, you can't pick and choose, buddy. Not even Cooper Flag is picking and choosing here. He's happy to go where he needs to go. Obviously, it's a different situation, but you can't have that ego going in as a rookie. I don't know.
Yep. But anyways, I'm gonna go instead of him. I'm gonna take a VJ Edgecombe.
I love it.
Yeah.
Super athletic. Probably the most athletic guy on the board here, in my opinion.
Yep.
Just absolute dominant, man. He's shooting guard, 6'4". He's good. Give me a little bit of Stephon Castle vibes with how much he can, run the floor.
Yep.
Yeah, I love the pick here.
If he gets his shot a little bit more consistent, scary.
Absolutely scary.
Yeah, he's scary. So we'll take Edgecombe.
Moving on to the Charlotte Hornets. I have to look at their team needs here a little bit because, well, they need everything. Let's just be honest here. But they drafted Brandon Miller 2 years ago now. They have Lonzo Ball, LaMelo Ball, who's been so off and on. And I think the guy I like here the most, if I look at my big board, is gonna be the big boy out of Duke, Maluach. Come on, Maluach. I mean, because I think they need some size. I think that is the guy for them. I think he's the first big that's going off the board here in this draft, no matter what. I don't see a center that's really better than him here. And I think the Hornets take him here.
I think I agree. They definitely need some size, especially with all the bullshit that Mark Williams is doing right now. I don't know what the hell is going on with him. And to be able to have someone like him, I feel like he's gotten better every single year in college. Crazy wingspan, elite defender at the rim. And he can have a little, pick and roll game, I think, with LaMelo. So
Yeah, I agree.
I like this fit with Malawach. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Malawach. Yeah.
I don't know either, but
yeah.
Watching him, I think there's 4 freshmen on Duke that were just insane last year. Watching him play was amazing. So it's good to see. Good to see.
Yep.
Moving on, Denny, you are up with the Utah Jazz, the number 5 overall pick. Let's see what their biggest team needs are here. We're using a couple different sources here. We're using Tankathon as one of them.
Yeah, what's it say? What do they need?
I'm looking for it. One sec. Point guard severe, but they also got Isaiah Collier in the draft last year, so I don't know about that. Honestly, this team could use a little bit of everything.
Probably anything.
Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
They have Walker Kessler, who's one of the best shot blockers in the NBA, even though he needs a little bit of versatility everywhere else. They have John Collins, who's been probably on an expiring contract. There's been trade talks possibly about him as well. Obviously, they have Lauri Markkanen, absolute dog, but this team and they got Cody Williams, the number 8th overall pick last year. So who celebrated with his brother in the championship yesterday.
Yep.
They could really use anything. I think up to you, but I think they just take the best value on the board here, personally.
Yeah.
And they're saying point guard's their most needed position, but it's up to you.
I think I am going to go with the point guard. I'm not going to do Ace Bailey. I'm going to let this guy fall.
I like it.
I'm going to pick actually the guy who's from the same college as the jersey I'm wearing right now.
Yeah.
And that is Trey Johnson, who is a
fucking dog.
Yeah. He is a straight bucket, absolute lights out shooter. Pull up, spot up, get to his spots. I think the Jazz just need a scorer. I feel like they don't really have like a go-to scorer. And so I would take Trey Johnson in this. I know KD likes to talk about him too.
We got some breaking news.
Oh shit!
From Shams.
This
is live. I love this. Holy shit! Dallas Mavericks 9-time NBA All-Star Kyrie Irving is declining his $43 million player option, and it tends to sign a 3-year, $119 million contract with the franchise. As we were talking about, keep it flag with Kyrie, man. He's going to be healthier. 3 years, $119 million. So he will have a player option in the 27-28 season as well. Huge.
Yep. He's in it. He's all in.
The only reason I was going to look at my phone is because there was another trade we missed that has to do with the Washington Wizards, who are up next. Where can I find it? We also missed Washington Wizards 3-time NBA All-Star Chris Middleton has picked up his $33.3 million player option for next year. But I need to find where that was. Where is that? Here it is. The New Orleans Pelicans and the Washington Wizards. Pelicans are trading CJ McCollum, Kelly Olynyk, and a future second-round pick to the Wizards for Jordan Poole, Sadiq Bey, and the number 40 pick in this draft. That happened earlier today as well. My Zag, Kelly Olynyk, heading to Washington, I guess.
Fuck.
CJ McCollum, which Marcus posted on his Instagram story. Marcus, if you're watching, I hope you are. You're welcome, OKC, for that Portland Trailblazers thing, which, I'll take it every day. This is a wild trade. There's a lot of things happening as we're going on this. It makes the mock draft kind of hard.
I love it.
But the number 6 pick is still to the Washington Wizards. And I'm going to take, I don't know exactly what the huge needs are for the Wizards, but I think I'm also going to make sure Ace Bailey keeps on going down. And I'm going to take another Duke man. 3 Duke guys off the board. Con Knuppel, freshman out of Duke. Absolute playmaker. He's a floor general. He has a feel for the game. He has a shot when he wants it. Now that they don't have Jordan Poole because they traded Jordan Poole away, I think this would be nice to have Con Knuppel come up and play a little bit of point guard for this team and kind of run the floor. Have CJ McCollum next to him shooting, and what else did sorry, I need to read this again. What else happened? Kelly Olynyk looking at trading CJ McCollum, Kelly Olynyk, and a future second round pick to the Wizards for Jordan Poole, Sadiq Bey. No more to Sadiq Bey, no more Jordan Poole. CJ McCollum and Kelly Olynyk are on the Washington Wizards now. I don't know. This is feels like kind of like a scratch. Jordan Poole will be huge for the Pelicans, I feel like. It'd be wild, but
Yeah, I'm a really big Con Knoopel fan.
yeah,
He's gotten so much better over the season. Playmaker, shot maker, and I think he's one of his most deadly aspects of his game is his spot up three, catch and shoot. You know, we saw it a lot with J Dubs and SGA, especially in the finals. They were running kind of that reverse pick and roll with those two. And I could see Knoopel and CJ do that. You find Knoopel, you know, wide open, flares out for a three, and he's knocking that down. So yeah, Con Knoopel is going to be a huge addition
the
for
Ringer
any team.
The Ringer has some player comps of Gordon Hayward, Wally Shorbiak, which I haven't heard that name in a long time, Luke Kennard, and Evan Fournier. So I think his ceiling's a lot higher than most of those. Even though Gordon Hayward is obviously his career just got fucked with injuries, but he's a 6'5" guy, and I don't see the Gordon Hayward comparison there personally, but he'll be amazing for help run the floor. He's good. He sees everybody. He's a playmaker through and through. So I like this pick a lot for the Washington Wizards, especially with this trade. I think it makes sense with Jordan Poole going as well. So I like this a lot. Going on to the Pelicans. Speaking of which, they just got Jordan Poole.
Yep.
They have Zion, former Duke guy, who knows if he'll ever have a full season ever in his career at this point.
Yep.
One of the most hyped up prospects ever. They don't have CJ McConnell anymore. They have some dogs that haven't been healthy either in Herb Jones and Trey
Murphy.
Trey Murphy, the third. Yep. Where does the Pelicans go? What do they need? What do you think?
They're probably just going to take whoever's there.
They're saying center and point guard are their highest needs.
Yeah.
I agree. They also just go with the best on the board at this point.
Yeah. I'm going to, I don't know where he might not fall this far, but I'll pick him right now. I'll just take Ace Bailey out of there.
I like that.
Yeah. Just at least have an athletic wing that can score. But yeah, we mentioned Trey Murphy. The guy had a hell of a season last year when he was healthy. I think he's looking for big things coming in this season. Herb Jones is also a great defender, but they need another scorer, and I feel like that could be Ace Bailey. So it'll be I'm really curious to see where he's going to fall tomorrow night with all this bullshit he's doing. But I'll just take him off the board right now.
I like it. Ace Bailey it is. He deserves to go higher based off his talent.
Oh yeah.
But
I mean, yes, we can't deny the talent there. It's just
New Orleans Pelicans is the perfect place for him to go because they don't give a shit about that. Obviously, look at Zion.
Yep.
Going on to the Brooklyn Nets, their highest pick of the night, and like I said, they've had so many moving parts. Now they have 5 total first-round picks. I think in this mock draft, I have already 4 of them, and I believe they required number 28 from Boston in this new trade. I believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong, Denny. So they would have 3 straight picks. I think that's the only one we don't have updated. But for now, we're just going to keep Boston in there instead of Brooklyn. And what's wild about this, which we talked about earlier in the season, is we wanted them to trade Cam Johnson. We expected them to trade Cam Johnson or the other
Cam Thomas.
Or Cam Thomas.
Yep.
And they haven't done this. They've been making trades left and right, but they've not gotten rid of those 2 guys.
Yep. And
I honestly believe this is a spot that Sam Presti is looking at. There was reports today that Sam Presti wants to be in the top 10 of this draft. And I believe this is the team where Brooklyn Nets could be trading with the Oklahoma City Thunder, possibly. I'm not sure. I'm not a great trade value guy, to be honest with you. I like judging them. So I'm not going to give you a trade right now on what that would be, but I do see Oklahoma City Thunder moving up to this spot specifically. But for that, we're just going to pretend like it's the Nets here, and they're just going to take the best value on the board. And who that is, let's see. They're probably going to take Derek Queen's up there would be huge for a good center. They don't have their last good center was Jakob Poeltl. They don't have him anymore. And I honestly, yeah, probably Derek Queen might go here to the Nets. And we're going to do that.
I like it. Claxton has not been living up to what he should. So they need another answer.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's good. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah.
All right, going into number 9. Who do we got?
Raptors.
They're also a weird team because obviously they were fringe play-in. They have guys like RJ Barrett. They got Grady Dick last year. Was it last year in the draft? They got Grady Dick?
2 years.
2 years ago.
2 years. Yeah.
Who did they get last year? Do you remember?
Fuck.
That's okay. I have it right here. It's in our board from last year. Let's see.
Jacoby Walter.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, at 19.
19? Wow. They picked all the way. Yeah, Jacoby Walter. You're right.
Damn. Yeah. And they got Scotty B. They just got BI, who I don't even know stepped on the floor for them this year.
He did not.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now.
A lot of these guys are they're great players, but they're injury prone. I mean, we've talked about Quickly and RJ since their arrival in Toronto. Both great scorers. RJ can put up triple double numbers, but these guys just can't stay healthy. Scotty B's had some unfortunate injuries. BI, like I just said, did not play the whole season, or I don't even know. I was gonna pick Derek Queen for this team too because I thought it would have been a nice pick for him. They need something like that, but I'll pick. I think he's a little bit more of a playmaker. He really can just kind of facilitate, find guys open, and that's the guy from Illinois. I don't even know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah, I like it.
Kasparas Jakusionis.
Shout out to our boy Key, who's going to University of Illinois right now. Yeah, Kasparas.
Shout out Key.
Jakusionis.
Yeah. I feel like he's a really good playmaker. Yeah, he averaged 6 assists. And so if you have these guys who can all score, he can facilitate, drive and kick, find them in their spots. So I'll go with him.
I'm going to try to mention Key here because that's our guy.
What up, Key?
I have not looked. I don't know how to so sorry, we have a few comments on here that we've not looked at on Instagram that I've not looked at.
Nice.
Tyler King said Rockets are 2026 NBA champs. Tyler King also said Cooper Flag a bust. Tyler King also said, what do you think about the Rockets, Denny?
Hey, T King, if you're still in here, bro.
I have no idea if
you already know.
he is, but
they're going all the way. Come on now.
Come on. Josh Van de Hey said, only draft I trust.
Thank you, Van de Hey.
Thank you, Van de Hey. Our boy Frank said, Ace Bailey falling this far.
He might, Frank. He might. He's got to go to a pre-draft workout. That's just a bad mentality that tells you kind of about his personality. And so some teams might not want that in their team.
And then Frank also said money pick. I'm guessing, I don't know if that was with the Yakuchones, but
thank you, Frank.
I think it is a fire pick.
Appreciate you, bro.
That is Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
Next up, I'm going to let you do a back-to-back because I'm going to trade you for a pick later down the road at number 15. Right now, this is technically your Phoenix Suns at number 10, getting it in the Kevin Durant trade. I'm going to let you choose this because, like we said yesterday, we don't know where your loyalties lies. So your jersey kind of says something about it, but
I know.
This is the 10th pick. Right now, the best available, according to CBS Big Board, would be Carter Bryant. Also, Also, Jeremiah Fears is on there. Jace Richardson, Colin Murray Boyles. If you're, let's see, what do you think? I know exactly what the Suns need. They need a center so fucking bad. They need everything.
Yeah, I don't even know. They really do need everything, and
They
so
really do.
I don't even know who they would go for here.
I think they're gonna go center, but I'm gonna let you choose here. I would look at just go for it.
God, oh my God. I don't even know most of these centers, but just because they need
Size.
they need everything and anything right now. Some size could help, especially with Jalen Green coming in. You still have Book. Fuck. Dude, I don't even know who the fuck half these people are. You know what? I'm gonna pick him because I watched him play live, and he was a dog. And that's I think he's a forward from Colorado State. Nick, I think it's Nick Clifford.
Yeah, Nick Clifford. I like it.
Yeah, seeing him play live, he was just such a great scorer. His pull-up jumper, like mid-range, was just money. I think he had like 25 plus that game. So yeah, I think they're fine in terms of guards. I mean, I was also looking at maybe Jeremiah Fears. That'd be another guy who they would need. But if they need a little bit more size, give him Nick Clifford. Nick Clifford. I'll take him.
Bet. So Portland Trailblazers, as we said, they just traded away Anthony Simons. They got Drew Holiday. It makes zero sense what the Portland Trailblazers are doing.
I know.
Do you have any idea? Do you think they're trying to flip Drew Holiday to another team, or do you think they keep him? Or I don't understand getting rid of Anthony. I feel like he was one of your young studs. Him and
yeah, I guess they just wanted to part ways because he's on. I think he's on an expiring contract, so I guess they were just looking for new options. I could see him keeping Drew just for his defense, but also his availability this past season was not the greatest. I feel like he missed like every other game. So they could flip him, right? It's after a move like that with Simons, I was shocked. So I don't know what direction they're going in now. They could do anything now.
I think I know exactly what I want them to take here. Some support for the old man. Former and another Wildcat here. DeAndre Ayton went to Arizona, and I think they're going to take another Arizona guy here and get Carter Bryant, freshman. Listed as small forward, power forward. I think he can play both really well. I do think they need to get some more size down low a little bit and help out Ayton, help out. They got their big man last year with Mr. Donovan Clingan, and I think I like Carter Bryant here. Stay kind of bigger size, but he's a good versatile guy.
He has a crazy wingspan too.
Yeah,
for his size.
Archetypals 3-and-D.
He could be. Yep, he ideal has crazy wingspan. Yeah, he's a great defender.
Off-ball defense, athleticism, shot blocking, spacer. I think he's the perfect Trailblazer in my opinion.
Yeah, you add another defender to this squad.
7-foot wingspan.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. Yeah, that wingspan. So you add another great defender, young guy. Blazers they could be on the come up here. They could be on the come up. Kamara, Denny Avitsa was hooping. So it's interesting to see what this team's doing.
Bet. All right, Chicago Bulls. I'll let you take this one, Denny.
Chicago Bulls.
Their biggest needs.
I don't even know what their biggest needs are.
It says
probably everything.
Point guard, small forward, power forward, center. They got Matisse Bazelis last year. Absolute dog. I like that guy. Josh Giddey had an amazing year. He did good. And then what else did he got? They got Kobe White.
Dog. Yeah. They still got Vooch.
They got Vooch. I still think I think they need a big guy to take over for Vooch. possibly, but also the next guys up on the board right here aren't necessarily big guys either. But up to you. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. Kobe White has definitely become more of a scorer.
Big time.
And Giddey's been kind of that playmaker for him.
Yeah, Giddey had. I forget the stat. I said in one of the podcast episodes. It was a huge stat.
Yeah, and Buzelis, hopefully, is on the rise. I really like Buzelis. Yeah, they could use someone, a big man. I don't see too many big men on here, but I think
there's some.
Yeah,
whatever you want to.
I would take another playmaker. Someone, I think Kobe White really has become a scorer, and so they need someone else to help facilitate. And I think that person is Jeremiah Fears.
I like that.
If I was going to take him for the Suns, I'll take him now. Yeah, Jeremiah Fears is a great playmaker, insane ball handling skills, can create his own shot as well. And so I would have him take Fears here.
Yeah, I agree. Next up, the Atlanta Hawks. They just acquired. Well, they just got rid of Trey Mann. They just got Kristaps Porzingis.
Crazy.
I do not think they need a center right now. I mean, also Kristaps isn't like the healthiest of guys.
No, I mean we've talked about it the past few months, that weird illness he had since March.
Yeah.
On Fanspo, so what the hell is that going to do?
Fanspo shows their biggest need is center, but I don't know. Maybe they still go center. Everybody needs a fucking center. Let's just be honest here.
Yeah, seriously.
At this point, I think we did the same exact thing last year. It's just like everybody.
Where we're like everyone. Yeah.
Am I picking for the Hawks? Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, you got the Hawks.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go a playmaker, a sophomore out of University of South Carolina Gamecocks. Colin Murray Boyles, power forward. I think he'd be huge to kind of take over that role that they lost when they traded away Danielle Hunter to the Cavs. I think he'd be a great guy to fill in that spot, to learn that spot, and I think he's a great defender. I think he'd be great here.
Yeah, and I think if he can increase his scoring a little bit, he'll be crazy for him.
Oh yeah, but he's a certified athletic man. He is 6'7", a little bit on the smaller side for a power forward, but he's a big boy. He's 239 pounds.
Yep.
He'd be huge. He'd be huge for him. I like him. I like him here a lot. Denny, let's go. Let me check off Jeremiah Fears.
Who's next on this board?
We got the San Antonio Spurs, our second pick in this draft. We had him taking Dylan Harper already in the number 2 overall pick.
I mean, these guys are going to end up with everyone.
Literally everyone.
God damn.
Let's see what Fanspo says their needs are.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off,
well,
Siri.
yeah,
no,
ChatGPT. What does ChatGPT say? Yeah.
Should we see?
ChatGPT, what do the Spurs need?
Siri, what do the Spurs need in the NBA draft? Let's take a check.
The 2025 NBA draft starts at 5 p.m.
We don't need to know when it starts.
All right.
Yeah.
Who do the Spurs going to take? All right, that didn't work.
All right. Well, thanks a lot.
All right, moving on.
Anyways, moving on.
Fanspo has them saying they need point guard, shooting guard, power forward, center. They apparently don't need a small forward. I think they take the best value here. They have De'Aaron Fox. They have Stephon Castle, Rookie of the Year. They have Victor Wembanyama. They now are having Dylan Harper, who is listed as a guard. So I don't think they take another guard here. I think they go. They even go forward here.
I got a forward in mind.
Who might that be?
I think he's a fan favorite of ours. He's a Washington State alum.
Yes, sir. Damn it. I wanted to take him next. Damn it, Danny.
And his name is Mr. Cedric.
I hate you for
Cedric
that.
Howard. Get him over there. Get him to play alongside Wemby.
Let's take a moment to talk about the Cedric Howard story for a second.
Yep.
One, if you didn't know, if you live under a rock, we're fucking Cougs. Go Cougs all the way. Cedric Howard played last year, was a Big Sky Player of the Year at Eastern Washington with Dan Riley, and then went to Washington State University with Coach Dan Riley, who's the new head coach, taking over for our boy Mr.
Coach Smith.
Coach Smith.
Coach Smith.
We miss you, and our boy Alex Yano, RIP. We miss you too, Yano. And we're going to be talking about one of your guys coming up here pretty soon as well. So, but Cedric Howard literally only played 5 games this last season at Washington State University.
So tough.
The huge game that really I remember is the Iowa game. Was going back and forth, and we really needed him then.
Yep.
And it was kind of wild, but he was not projected to be this high of a pick whatsoever. But during his time, he entered the transfer portal, committed to Duke, but then said, I'm committing to the draft. He talked his way. He networked so well. He got his name into the combine. So he went to the combine and just outsourcing so goddamn much that he went from a maybe late second round pick to mid second round pick all the way up to a top 15 pick because of how much he put his name out and just got to the combine, showed how much he could do, even though he didn't have a whole last season of tape because he was injured.
Yep.
Absolute dog. I'm so happy for this guy. So cool. Abby,
Go Cougs.
Go Cougs. Cedric, wherever you fucking go, dude. It's gonna be amazing.
Huge supporters.
So we'll put Cedric in for the Spurs. I like that. Because I knew who I wanted the 15th pick. That's not Cedric, actually. I was gonna maybe say him, not gonna lie. I'll be honest with you here. But there's another guy who's kind of a deep pull. And I think that guy is going to be Thomas Sorber out of Georgetown. He is a center. There's been talks with him. He's been kind of training with Patrick Ewing and with AI a little bit too, two former Georgetown legends. And as we talked about with the Thunder for the last 3 years, size is always a need. But he is a disciplined two-way big man. He's 6'9". He has a 7'6" wingspan. And the reason why I think Sam Presti would love this guy because it reminds you exactly like a man he just won the championship with is J-Dubs. A little bit taller than J-Dubs, but that 7'6" wingspan, Sam Presti and Mark Dagnall has made it known how much the wingspan and the length of these guys that they have are huge to their defense. This guy is a defensive anchor, absolute fucking tank, and he'd be great sitting alongside, learning from Chet and Isaiah Hartenstein. I think he'd be amazing here. So I'm going to take the man, Thomas Sorber, out of Georgetown.
Yeah, great post presence. I think he could really help with their in and out game. Feel like he's got a good feel for in terms of assists, playmaking. So that's a good pick for him.
Let's check that out. We got Cedric off the board. All right, we got a lot of good guys still left on the board. That some big names.
Woo!
We're gonna go to Memphis, who got this pick from the Orlando Magic, as we talked about in the last podcast, from the Desmond Bane trade. This pick is included in there. Last year, Memphis had a huge draft, getting Zach Edey, the 2-time Naismith Player of the Year in college from Purdue. They also got the Rookie of the Year runner-up. Absolute dog, Jalen Wells, who was just so close to actually, taking it the Rookie of the Year for himself. They also had, who's another guy they got? They got another sharpshooter last year. They had a good draft last year, nonetheless. Who do you think they take here? They got plenty of different depth pieces last year. They trade away Desmond Bane. Do they try to fill a spot for Desmond Bane? Try to find more help for John? Try to have more help for Triple J down low, maybe. What do you think?
I could see him getting some help down low. Just help out Triple J a little bit down there. Obviously, I know Edey's going to miss the start of the year with that ankle surgery, so we'll have to kind of pay attention and see when he's going to come back. But a player I really like, a player who T King actually talked about, I think, during our March Madness episode, is Asa Newell out of Georgia.
Yeah,
big man. Yeah.
Love Asa.
Yeah, I think he's just a really great paint presence for him. And if Triple J is able to space out the floor and then you have him down low, it's kind of a nice 1-2 combo. And him and Edey could even be scary too. So Absolutely. I'll take Asa Newell there.
All right, moving right in. Waste no time. Minnesota. They were the Western Conference runner-ups behind the Oklahoma City Thunder, obviously. Um, Frank said, "Hey, who saw the Shia clip on Good Morning America?" I'm guessing he meant
You mean
Shay.
Shay? I did
Um,
not see that on Good
I
Morning
saw
America.
that
Frank.
he
What
looked
he
absolutely fucking
was he?
tired.
Oh, I thought was he? I thought he was gonna be like fucking hammered or some shit.
I mean, he probably
He probably
was.
was. Yeah.
But he just looked absolutely dead. You're right. You're right, Frank. Minnesota got this pick from Detroit via New York, Oklahoma City, and Houston. This pick's moved around quite a bit, apparently. Who do you think what can take this Minnesota Timberwolves team over the next level? Let's see what their needs are over here. They're saying power forward, small forward. They have most of their guys still. So I don't know exactly who. Let's look at the top prospect board still.
Yeah. Who's up here?
I think they're gonna go for playmaking. And I think they're gonna take the guy we've not talked about out of the alma mater of Mr. Jason Richards and Noah Janikowski. Michigan State man, Jace Richardson is who I'm going to take here for Minnesota. I think they're just going to take value at this point. Jace is a massive playmaker. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Dante DiVincenzo might not be on contract for the next year. So I don't know.
Oh shit! I'll have to check that. Yeah.
But you know, they like their depth at guard quite a bit. They
Yeah.
have obviously the Seattle man, Mr. McDaniels.
Yep.
And they got and maybe some more support for Ant never hurts. And they have Dante, who's inconsistent. I don't think they really need a big guy. Rudy Gobert was really inconsistent in the playoffs, but when he's on, he's on. I like Jace Richardson here. Not everybody. Also, not everybody's going to get a big guy here. So
Yeah.
there's some really good talent that you just need to take.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with that.
I fucking love Jace Richardson, and I love his dad even more.
Yeah,
absolute fucking dog.
big dog.
Jace Richardson doesn't probably have the same high flying ability, but damn it, he is a scorer. I think he's a two-way player, and I'm excited to see what he can do this year. Would be cool to see him go to Minnesota, play alongside Ant, be able to learn from him. So that'd be a cool pick. I like that pick.
I like it.
Oh my god, we have the fucking Wizards. Oh shit.
God,
who the fuck do these guys need?
Did they trade
Let's
this
see.
18th? No, they did not trade the 18th pick.
Who the fuck do these guys need?
Who the fuck do these guys? They got it from
Shit.
Memphis. They need everything yet again.
Yeah.
Trying to think who would be a good pick here. It says they need center and point guard.
Do
Which
they have a center?
I think center would be a good idea.
Yeah, I think center would be a good idea for him.
Yet again, everybody needs center though.
Yeah. Let's see if just based off of what you picked as well.
I have an idea.
With you had picked Conquenable from them, so I'll go to a different player. I'm gonna go with the big man, 7-footer. I'm gonna go with Ryan Kalkbrenner.
Yeah. I love it.
I don't know too much about him. All I know is every
He's
time
a
I watch him
fucking
play
dog.
in the tournament, he is just an absolute beast. He's knocking down threes. He's an insane presence at the rim. So I'll go with Kalkbrenner for these guys.
I like that little early pull for Kalkbrenner, some might say, but he's worth first round talent. I was gonna say, which I might take it here with the next pick for Brooklyn. I thought they were gonna take another French guy because they love their French dudes. They got Bilal Koulibaly, Risa Shea is from France as well, I believe.
Yep.
No, Risa Shea's on. They got Alexander Sarr.
Oh,
Excuse me.
That's who it was.
Risa Shea's on the Hawks.
Yeah.
But I also I like this pick here. Like we saw the last couple of years, the French and just the international was dominating. So far in our mock draft, we have back to the college American dominating again. I'm gonna have them take Jean Berenger out of France here, center for the Brooklyn Nets. One of their 5 picks.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
I don't know much about him. I just know he's a tall fucking guy.
There we go.
And He's 6'11", 230 pounds, big boy. He's athletic, shot blocking. I mean, also, have we really seen that many bad things from the French lately? No. So I feel like you can't miss here.
Yeah.
We're gonna put that there. John Behringer. We're gonna go straight into Miami. We got the number 20 overall pick via Golden State via the Jimmy Butler trade. They could use everything as well. I feel like maybe somebody that could replace Curry eventually. Maybe something else. They need point guard. They need power forward. They need center. Obviously, they took James Wiseman, which is a bust. Who they take? They had Podziemski 2 or 3 years ago. I can't remember what they took last year. They got the former lacrosse guy out of Northwestern. He was an undrafted signing, but what do you think here for the? Sorry, I'm talking about Golden State. Let's talk about Miami. They can go anywhere they want.
I didn't even realize that. Yeah,
Miami.
Miami. You know, I like their big men. They got Bam. They have Khalil Ware, who was a rookie last year, and I think he's going to keep getting better and better. I think that they could take. Let me go. Hold up. Let me look at our board really quick.
I'm updating it as we go. There's a few other French guys that are above Bellinger that have not been taken as well. If you want that, there's a few guys. We got some dogs still.
Yeah.
So.
You know, Tyler Hero really is a scorer.
Yeah.
Davion Mitchell has played solid minutes for them, but I think
Mitchell's heating up.
Yeah, I think they need some help there. I'm gonna go with the freshman from BYU, Igor Denham.
Igor
Denman.
I like it.
I think he's a great playmaker. Can play alongside Hero, facilitate for that offense. Yeah, because it just seemed like a lot of time Hero was just trying to find his own shots. So you're able to have him kind of play the off-ball guard, have Igor kind of facilitate. Would be nice. Let's go with Igor.
Some player comps got Josh Giddey, Sean Livingston.
So his mid-range is
Denny
is knocked down then.
Avdija.
Some Denny. There we go.
Yeah, I like it. Moving on. Let's go Utah. Their second pick as well. I believe we already got a Utah pick. We had Trey Johnson going there, so we had him taking a sharpshooter. Here, let's have him go. Who's the next best on the board? Let's go small power. We're gonna go French again. We're gonna go Noah Esengu, 6'9", forward, international. He's only 18 and a half years old.
Jesus.
Which is the perfect for Utah, getting hella young. I like it a lot. I don't know too much about him again, but if he's this high on so many boards, then I trust it. So
I used one of the websites and I was trying to look up his physical attributes, and it says wingspan TBD.
Yeah. They don't know his wingspan.
All right. So he's got a crazy wingspan is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
He's
apparently so I don't know. Who did I take? Which guys?
I think it was number 14.
Noah Esengu.
Yeah.
Ratio from Ulm, France. Saying positional versatility, athleticism. Yeah, I think he'd be good. I think he'd be good in Utah.
Yep.
Where did I put him on here? Let me cross off his name. All right. Next up, Denny, we have Atlanta. Number 22 pick, which I think this got sent to
Is this going to go
Brooklyn.
to the Brooklyn? That's crazy.
So we'll draft for Atlanta right now, but I'm pretty sure this is Brooklyn. I put this in this morning before all the trades happened. Via Los Angeles Lakers, via New Orleans. Yeah, so let's actually fuck it. Let's just put another Brooklyn in there. We already last Brooklyn pick we had
was that the big
Behringer. Yep, the center.
Yep.
Earlier we had them pick Derek Queen, so they're going double big, I guess. I think they can go. Up to you. What do you want?
Let's take a look. First off, in terms of the Hawks, I just want to say shout out to our boy Mo Gay for getting starter minutes and just doing his thing over there last season. I hope he's able to replicate that again this season. Absolute
learn
fucking
under
dog.
Kristaps a little bit too. Yep. Be sick.
Yep, we love you, Mo. Yeah, the Nets can have those two bigs. Was the Behringer guy from France?
Yeah, Behringer guy from France.
I'm gonna pick another guy. I don't even know who this guy is. Nolan Traore.
Yeah. I like Nolan.
Get another guard in there.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? On my board?
Let's see. It says he's a floor general, crafty finisher. We'll take it.
Traore.
We'll take him.
Little point guard action.
Yep.
I like it.
Bring him over there.
I'm so sorry. We don't know shit about
yeah, sorry, we don't know. We don't know our international players.
All right, moving on down to the rest of our board here. I put his name in before I forget. What was it, Noah?
Nolan. Yeah,
Nolan
that guy.
Traore.
Yeah.
New Orleans. This guy's kind of fallen on our board a little bit, and I can see him going a lot higher. I can see him going this low as well, though. We're gonna go Danny Wolf out of Michigan.
That's the big, right?
Yeah,
Or
he's
forward,
6'10",
maybe?
power
Yeah.
forward, big guy. Really good. Ball handling. Is versatile. I think he could really help out spacing the floor for Zion a little bit. They don't have very many big guys. What do we take for New Orleans at the beginning? Forget. We took Ace Bailey. So, yeah, I like Danny Wolf here. I think he could complement Ace Bailey quite a bit. I think Loki could be a better pick than Ace Bailey as well. Next up, Oklahoma City via the LA Clippers. Thanks, LA. Really appreciate it, LA.
What do you think they need, Lou? What do they need?
They could use any fucking player they want.
What do they need? Yeah. I
Let
don't
me,
know.
if I want to get into the mind of Mr. Sam Preston.
What is Presti looking at thinking, I need that guy?
He wants to go young, first of all, because the guys that he has now are probably not going to get very much minutes. There's one. Two, we have our first pick last year was a guy named Nikola Topic, who became the first NBA player ever to win an NBA championship without playing a single game. Fun fact. He's injured.
I was about to say, yeah, he was hurt.
Yeah, he literally, we drafted him. His draft stock went down because everybody knew he wasn't going to play this year. But moving on, I think a guy to compliment him, and we talk about kind of long, lengthy guys again. I'm going to take wing Liam McNeely out of UConn. They got,
I like it.
Was my boy Kayson's a UConn guy, was he not? Or is he?
He's Kentucky.
Kentucky, excuse me. I like this. I like him a lot here. He's a cool guy, Liam McNeely. Catch and shoot threat, off ball mover. Not a huge defensive guy, which maybe could be in the way, but his comparisons is my Gonzaga Bulldog, Corey Kispert, Sam Hauser, and I like him. I feel like give him a year or two, develop, and with the guys, with the champs, it could be huge. So I'm going to go with Liam McNeely.
I like it.
Sorry, I kind of stole your turn. I'll just let you have the
It
next
was
one.
it was your team.
I
man.
know,
your
but I
team.
don't need it. I
all
could
good.
use your opinion too. Where's my Liam McNeely?
Well, the person I'm about to pick for the Magic, I was going to pick this guy either way, so I would have picked him for the Thunder or for the Magic.
I like it. Go.
But it's a national champion guard. His name is Walter Clayton Jr.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. This guy could go well. This guy is like perfect for Orlando.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
that's like the most Orlando pick ever.
Especially after they just lost Cole Anthony.
Yeah, and then he gets to stay in Florida
and he
too,
gets
which
to-
is
yeah. Shit,
Nice.
I didn't even think about that.
yeah.
Yeah. Walter Clayton Jr. We all saw what he did in the March Madness, and he's a dog.
Yeah.
Fucking bucket.
Absolutely agreed. We cross them off real quick.
God, how many picks does the fucking Nets have, dude? Jesus. These
They
guys.
have 5.
Oh my God.
They have 5 first round picks now.
You guys better do something.
Better do something.
Fuck, man.
Okay. Sorry, let's go back. In back-to-back Brooklyn. I don't think they have. I think Brooklyn kept the 28th. Yes, they did. Brooklyn just got the 22nd from Atlanta.
So they still have
So
26,
Boston has
27.
28. Yeah.
Damn.
So they have back-to-back. I'll let you choose a guy, and I'll choose a guy afterwards.
Let's take a look at who we've drafted so far for these guys. All right. So we go all the way to 8. They got Derek Queen. Yep. They got another big.
We got
Yep.
2 bigs.
Okay, 2 bigs. All right. Well, let me look someone up here real quick.
I got who I want them to take.
Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is that?
Hold up. Hold up. Hold
There's no
up.
way they actually use all these first round picks.
I know.
Is there?
I
I think that's a topic of discussion.
that could be a topic for discussion.
Maybe. I have no idea.
I'm just picking off of
We're at an hour right now, by the way.
I fucking love it. I'm just gonna pick off of fandom right now. I'm gonna pick a guard from Marquette University, and that guy's name is Cam Jones.
Cam.
Just a straight fucking bucket, and that's all he needs to do. But get a Cam and Cam. Get a C Cam and a K Cam.
I like it.
We got Cam. We got the Cams over there.
I got to start going fast. I'm gonna go Hugo Gonzalez. I'm sorry, I'm on a time crunch here, apparently. So I'm gonna go Hugo Gonzalez, the guard out of España. I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
He's young, plenty of time to develop. My player comp is Alex Abrines, former Spanish guy too. My man, yeah, the chops, man. Going to Boston, they trade away Kristaps. I'm just gonna take this away from you. I hope you don't mind.
Go.
Because
Go.
this guy deserves some fucking love. He developed with one of our best friends, Alex Yano, down at Stanford.
Yep.
Maxime Reynaud. I'm sorry if I butchered that, Yano and Maxime. I don't know very well, but I think he'd be amazing in fucking Boston. I think it's exactly the guy that they would take. I'm going to go Maxime, and I'm going to let you finish off the round. You got your Phoenix at 29, and you got the Clippers, aka the Thunder's old pick. The pick swap. Go, Denny.
Okay. So for the Clippers,
Where's Maxime?
they need some help. I think with the big man, they got the boy, Zoo, but they need someone else. And so for them, or fuck, wait, we're on the Suns first. All right,
Suns first.
Suns, they need anything and everything. I enjoyed watching this guy during the regular season and the tournament. Bring in another guard. Fuck it. Bring in Tyrese Proctor. Give him Proctor.
I like it.
And then I honestly don't know where this guy's going to end up. I just saw his name and was like, fuck it. For the Clippers, get another bigger guy, Johnny Broom.
Yep. I was going to say the exact same thing.
Yeah. We'll go
Big
Johnny
name.
Broom.
Big
Yeah.
name on the board.
Big name.
Older side already.
Older side. Yeah. Was in contention for player of the year. So,
All right.
doing it.
That concludes our first round pick. Our mock draft. We're gonna thanks for those who joined us. I'm gonna stop sharing here. Thank you for all that joined us. We're also gonna put this on Spotify and everything like as a regular episode. I will on our next episode, I'll show you where we went right, where we went wrong. Big surprises. We're probably going to have more trades coming in here. So we'll keep you updated. The social media side aspect has been kind of dead lately because I've been fucking busy. I don't know what else to tell you there. But we're going to, like I said on the last episode, we're going to have some shit coming up. We're going to have some huge off season that we have been planning for a while. So tune in. We'll talk soon.
Peace.
Peace. Bank is closed.
Bank is closed.